Body by Science by Dr. Doug McGuff and John Little. If you follow me, it's almost certain that you've heard of or read this book on exercise. It is a great book. It compiles all of the literature over the past 15 and 20 years. It kind of does more or less a meta-analysis of the literature and provides you with an evidence-based training approach. Now, I use the word approach on purpose because Body by Science is not a program. It is not a workout. It is not the Body by Science workout or the Body by Science program or the Doug McGuff workout. The purpose of Body by Science was to give you a baseline understanding of sound, evidence-based exercise science principles. And then the workout provided in the book gave you a starting point from which you make constant, ever-changing adjustments in exercises, frequency, volume, and sometimes even time under load to accommodate your genetics. So there's a Facebook group I'm a part of called, I believe it's just called Body by Science, and the people in this group treat the book as if it's dogma. They literally follow it like it is a exercise Bible. Most older individuals read the book. As Steve Maxwell said in one of the posts, he's a bit weary that many of the members have even read the book, let alone understood it. And then they started adopting a workout, a big 5 workout, a horizontal push, a horizontal pull, a vertical push, a vertical pull movement, and a leg press, believing that it is the most effective way to train your body. One set to muscle failure with a 60 to 90 or a 90 second to 120 second time under load. There's a problem with this. There is a problem with many individuals reading this book, probably not even reading the entirety of the book and understanding it, and then following that big 5 workout, 1 set to failure, 5 exercises, 1 workout a week. And the problem is that most of these people are not actually training to true muscular failure. And because of this, they are not seeing anywhere near optimal results with 5 exercises once a week and 1 set to failure. But many people lack the ability to think critically so severely that they could be going through this 5 sets of exercise once a week, see no results or very minimal, but since they're so emotionally invested into what the book said, unwilling to learn anything more about the subject. And then when you correct these people, they get extremely upset and extremely defensive. And that is an indication to me that they've developed an emotional attachment, sort of a tribal or cultish experience around this book. Now, Body by Science is an excellent book, probably one of the best books on exercise ever written. But if you merely grab the workout that is presented in it as if that is the most effective workout you can perform for your body, and achieve optimal results, you are very mistaken. Again, the main reason being, most people don't train very hard. Now, if you were, well, they think they do, but they don't. Unless you have been shown how to actually achieve muscle failure by somebody like Doug McGuff, or myself, or Drew Bay, then chances are you are not actually reaching muscular failure. Chances are you are stopping when the exercise gets uncomfortable, like most people do, and 5 exercises once a week, 1 set, will provide a change, but far from optimal. Many of the times, if I'm coaching somebody, I will give them a bunch of exercises and tell them to do 2 sets. Why? Because I know they're not training to true momentary muscle failure, and they're not inroading nearly as much as they should be if they were to do 1 set. So I generally have them do an additional set for some additional inroad and some additional stimulus. Now, I suggest people read Body by Science because there is a ton of extremely good physiology and explanation on the exercise science process, or the exercise stimulus process, but do not read that book and treat it as gospel or a Bible for the most optimal workout for your genetics, because it's not. Most people should be doing generally 2 to even 3 workouts a week. In more volume. Now, here's the thing. If you were to do the big 5 that Doug McGuff suggests in his book, and you were being taken through by Doug McGuff, that's a completely different story. That would yield you extremely good results training once a week. Being taken through the workout by Doug McGuff, or by an experienced exercise instructor, because the instructor is going to be able to help you produce a level of inroad and fatigue that you will not be able to produce on your own. So Doug's clients very likely have very good results because he and his qualified instructors are taking these individuals through the workout, and they know what they need for a stimulus. But 56-year-old Susie, mother of 3, who never worked out in her life, says, "Oh my God, this is great. All I have to do is 1 set, 5 exercises once a week, and I'm going to look like a bikini model." Hell no, you're not. If you're being taken through by Doug McGuff, you still wouldn't look like a bikini model, but the results are going to be far more significant with a qualified instructor. And I think that's where the book confused a lot of people, because yes, 5 exercises once a week are very effective if done properly, and most of you who read Body by Science are not doing it properly. So my suggestion is this: add more volume, add more frequency, not necessarily more sets, but then also digest information from other experts in the field, such as myself, my YouTube channel, my Patreon channel, such as Drew Bay, Ellington Darden, Wayne Westcott, what else is out there? I don't believe it, James Fisher, James Steele, Luke Carlson, plenty of people out there who have been in this community for decades that can provide a ton of useful information that you can combine with what you learn from Body by Science, and then develop your own optimal workout program. All right, so that's my thoughts on Body by Science. Definitely give it a read. Body by Science, Dr. Doug McGuff, John Little. John Little is also another individual you can learn a ton about exercise from. Check out his books as well. Read that book. But again, Absorb as much information on the subject as you can by paying attention to all the other experts in the field and not just following one piece of material as dogma. Follow me on Instagram, J__Vincent. Also, subscribe to my Patreon for additional content to help you understand exercise science principles and develop the most effective protocol for your individual genetics.